Okay, hi guys. Everyone, this is Gabe and Gerry. They're from the University of Dublin.
Trinity College, Dublin.
Okay, Trinity College, Dublin.
It's weird.
You were actually correct there, yeah.
Yeah.
University. It's Trinity College Dublin, the University of Dublin.
It's because
Oh.
like they tried to do this thing where they do in Cambridge and Oxford, where you have like one big university and several small colleges, and they tried to do that in Dublin. So they made like a University of Dublin, but then they only got around to establishing one college.
Yeah, no one else joined them.
So Gabe and Gerry are visiting scholars. So you guys have been here for 6 months now?
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
3 months. Okay.
Yeah.
And you worked under,
I'm working together.
and then Gerry, you worked under
Okay,
someone in
Babu,
energy
pretty much.
lab.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So how'd you guys find out about this program, and like how'd y'all end up at Rice?
So there was a student in the year ahead of us in our course.
Well, so Lena,
I think he
she
forged
ran
the
an email
link
about me
with
just
the group.
Basically, he did all the hard work, and we just
And we just kind of emailed
Wrote it.
Robert this year saying, "Hi, we really like your research group, and we'd love to come and do our research project with you." So, and he was very welcoming and very enthusiastic.
pretty much. I mean, the guy ahead of us did all like the hard work of like contacting like Professor Giant and all that, trying to get himself a place, and then we heard about it
Yeah.
through him, and he was saying like, "Oh, just talk to Robert," and it was pretty easy actually. Surprisingly so.
Yeah.
So was it funded by your school or was it Rice?
No, so like our school only funds Erasmuses.
Yeah, which are like European.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
Europe.
okay.
But also like our class this year is exceptionally big, so they kind of ran out of money for everyone.
Yeah, they had funding for stuff last year, but no funding for anything this year.
Yeah, no,
see.
both of us taught Thursday afternoon.
Wow. Well, that's cool that y'all came to Rice to do it out of all places.
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all are here. So, how did you get into material science in general?
Our course is nanoscience in Trinity, and I kind of found out about it because like my best friend in high school, he did like a 2-week, like a week-long course in Trinity about nanoscience, and then he came back and was like, "Oh my god, this stuff is so cool." And that's kind of when I started looking into it and realized that, oh my god, this actually encompasses pretty much everything I love, so I'm gonna do that. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Kind of similar to me.
Yeah.
It was one of those things that I found out by accident, sort of.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it covers so much ground. It's great.
And yours is a weird story?
No, it's just bad because it was just basically like the least boring one. Like, it honestly was like the only thing that was worth doing, I think.
It sounds pretty cool.
And it was pretty cool, and it turned out pretty well. So
But hey, what do you
glad
know?
it chose.
Yeah, me and Gerry have actually we were in the same secondary school. So like
Oh my
we've been
gosh.
Yeah.
literally like since we were 12, we've been doing the
Oh
exact
my
same
gosh,
thing.
you keep going places.
Yeah, and it's weird, like even Rice, we were almost independent in choosing that we were going to go to Rice,
Well, like,
and then all of a sudden it was like,
I was so like we had the big meeting about these are all the places you can go. These are places other people have gone before, and I saw Rice on the list. I'd known about Rice before, like by name, and I was like, oh, that place. I know that place. I'm gonna go there. It's in Texas. I've always wanted to go to Texas. I'm gonna go here.
Why? But anyway, that's
I've
fine.
never been here, so it's like because like everyone knows about Texas and all like the stereotypes and stuff. I was like, this place sounds cool. I should go check it out.
Did y'all
So,
think it'd be cowboys and tumbleweeds?
No,
That's
Pretty
what
much.
I thought it was gonna be.
no.
yeah, everyone says like Texas is a different country, and I don't know, we got here and it was kind of like, it's just like every other part of America, except, I don't know, maybe there are more trucks, but
I
Yeah,
also really
true.
wanted to go to Austin, so
That's true.
Houston's close.
Austin is cool.
Maybe countryside Texas would be like way different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here it's actually, I think it's not so different from another
Yeah.
metropolitan city.
For sure.
So did you find America in general like really different than how life is in Europe or in Ireland specifically, I guess?
I mean, I think we're both more used to it because we have family and stuff here. We come to the US a lot.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay.
Yeah. But in general, US cities are kind of very different to Dublin.
Yeah.
Like, the thing I love about Dublin is that I drive, but I never have to drive.
Yeah.
I can like walk or take my bike literally anywhere I need to go. Whereas
That
here it's
would be
like,
nice.
yeah, like it's nice, a big city, but having to drive or get an Uber.
I mean,
is like,
Houston specifically, I guess, is kind of bad at that.
yeah, it's like huge.
I mean, I
Very
think
unplanned.
outside of New York and like maybe Chicago, huge. Like any city, you have to drive around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
It's a bit spread out.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I mean, like, Dublin is, I mean, we say it's small, but realistically it's not that small. Like, population-wise, the city itself is like 500,000 people. Like, it's not a tiny city. It's not like a big city, but it's like a mid-sized city for Europe. But like, it's very condensed. Like, everything's close by.
Yeah.
I see. Are the people, but you said the people are basically very similar to how
Yeah.
it is
I guess
there.
we're always exposed to like a university campus and university people, which is always kind of very nice and open-minded, and
Yeah, that's true.
Houston in general has also been really cool. Everyone's very nice.
I mean, it definitely hasn't been a challenge.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
So what's the biggest challenge you guys have run into here? In school or like in Houston?
I mean, all my experiments never seem to work. So I would say that's a challenge.
So what have you been doing at Rice, and then kind of go through the motions of
Yeah,
what's gone
so-
wrong and well?
I'm basically synthesizing this material for electrodes for the supercapacitor. And like, we were following the method outlined in this paper, and we followed it like to the T, and it worked out perfectly the first time, and we were like, this is great. Like, and then we tested them, and they worked great, and we're like, okay, this is amazing, we're gonna get a paper, like blah blah blah, this is all going so well. And then we ran out of samples to test, so we had to make more. So I went back, tried to make more, and it didn't work. And I was like, okay, it didn't work, I'll try again. And I kept trying, about like 10 times, and they just didn't work after like the first 2 or 3 times. So that's been a very interesting journey, very frustrating journey.
But you somewhat found out why, right? So it wasn't the
Oh, I
vanadium
still don't know
oxide.
why, but
Really?
still it's maybe working now. We don't know why.
Maybe the autoclave?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's just like, it could just be like something tiny that none of us are noticing. We're literally all out, so
Oh,
that's-
so you'd have to order more vanadium oxide.
probably.
Someone will continue it off. So
Yeah.
Abi would probably
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully.
you can work abroad from abroad.
Yeah. I'll work from
Oh,
home.
you should try the same thing in your lab in Dublin and see if it works.
Oh, I could try that.
Yeah, maybe you guys have cleaner air or something.
It's too humid.
Yeah, maybe it's the humidity. I don't know. Even though the labs themselves
Yeah,
are
the lab
supposed to
are
be.
climate controlled.
What were you working on, Gabe?
I was looking at trying to exfoliate like these layered perovskite materials into nanosheets, like following the same processes that are used for like other layered materials like graphene and TMDs and stuff. But what we found were we didn't get any like nanosheets, but we got these like really homogeneous rod structures. We still don't really know why they appear, but they do. And so we tried to we wanted to get nanosheets with an end goal of testing them for hydrogen evolution to try and like boost the catalytic performance of the material.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been trying to like compare the rods that we've made against like bulk, but that's kind of where we're stuck because these rods won't come out of dispersion. Like we're using like a surfactant solution to like disperse them, but we can't get them out of the surfactant solution, so it's like really hard to test them. Yeah.
I don't know enough about the strontium part.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you could do something magnetically. Oh my gosh, there's a dog with a frisbee. I'm not editing that out. I hope the camera catches the dog.
What a good boy.
It's so cute.
That's really cool. But it seems like you guys both have like run into some hurdles, but
Yeah.
you've also made some really good progress, especially
Yeah.
for 3 months. I can't imagine like
surprisingly so.
getting so much data.
Yeah.
Like both of you guys have been in lab all the time.
Yeah, I think I've probably spent too much time like in the lab and not enough time actually like writing or processing any data.
I had the same problem, right? Because the data processing part is like the worst.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
the boring
least,
part.
Yeah,
like,
the
oh,
least
yeah.
fun. Because you like being in the lab, you like weighing. I mean, it sounds not so fun to the average person, maybe,
Yeah.
but I like
Just doing stuff. in the
doing
lab,
something
yeah.
with your hands and.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, not ideal.
But you guys could, probably do that also like in Dublin, since that part you don't really need the lab, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, our thesis is due mid-January, so
Yeah, so we have time.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
This is for your bachelor's?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I guess everyone has to do. I forgot that we did one too, but mine was so casual that like.
Ours has to be like 30 pages.
Of the main body.
Yeah.
It's like,
It is difficult, but
Yeah.
it's also
it'll be fine.
it's not too bad. I mean, we have like a whole like 9-hour flight to.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, no! I cannot work on a plane ride that long. So what was the best part of your experience here?
Honestly, everyone in the lab is so nice.
Yeah, being
That's
in the lab is
surprising.
really cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
I
Our labs
think-
have fun.
I think we have a
Jesus.
very bad impression of PhDs because everyone doing a PhD back in Trinity is miserable.
Well, other universities I've seen, I'm like, I'm never doing a PhD. They all look
Yeah.
like they're dying.
Yeah, literally everyone I talked to, like before coming here, who had done a PhD, they're like, "Don't do a PhD, don't do it, don't." But here it's kind of, I don't know, maybe swayed my opinion a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess maybe it's the school. Some schools I think really care.
Yeah.
I don't know about other ones. I just know about Rice, I guess. They're really like family oriented here.
Everyone's just happy here.
I know it's weird.
And there's like a really like nice atmosphere around campus that
And also-
everyone's relaxed.
Yeah.
and-
Also in the research lab, people seem to be like researching what they want to research. It's like there seems to be like a lot of freedom as to like what direction they want to go in, which is like
yeah.
cool.
You'll probably see that especially because it's Dr. Giant's lab, so he does like let you grow as an
Yeah.
independent researcher, but you know that comes with pros and cons, of course. But I think out of a lot of groups on campus, he's the one that really makes you grow on
Yeah.
your own. And
Yeah, I really like
you're not like, you know, floundering. You always could get help with it, but
Yeah.
it's like you really have to push yourself to really do anything with him,
Yeah.
his group. So in that way, I kind of like it.
I mean, it was definitely not a surprise, but a welcome change from what PhDs sounded like back home. So
Do you guys think that's in your future? Maybe like grad school, or just maybe you don't know a master's first? I know some of y'all
Yeah,
have.
I definitely want to do something more. I've been kind of like flip-flopping back and forth with the idea of a PhD. I definitely will. I definitely want to do at least a master's. But,
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of feel like if I'm not like 100% yes for a PhD right now, maybe I should take some more time to think about it.
I was like in your same exact boat.
Yeah, that's nice to hear. 'Cause,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I think at this rate, I'm coming back here.
yeah,
To raise?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta apply. I think we'd love to have you come
Yeah.
back.
yeah, that'd be great.
I'll probably apply.
Yeah, let's see.
That would be ideal.
Yeah.
Then y'all can come back here and then figure out your weird problems.
Oh, God.
So outside of the lab, what do y'all do?
Big it up so much, I think.
To be honest, there's not that much to Houston.
We did all the classic like Space Center, that was fun. But and then I don't know. I think probably the most memorable experience outside of like Rice is probably the F1.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to see the F1 Grand Prix in Austin.
Oh,
that was like-
I see.
That was like an amazing weekend. It was so good. Like, I actually can't feel a bit of it was amazing.
Yeah, I
We went to
think it-
Austin, we went to
Yeah.
Galveston.
Yeah, Galveston was cool actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Galveston.
You traveled other cities also.
Only Austin, but I mean, we're driving to California.
Yeah.
at the end of the
That's
week, so-
right. I
We're doing a
forgot.
big
You're gonna do your little road trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Stop by the national parks and stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
definitely.
See the Grand
Stopping at the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, I was like, if you're going from here, New Mexico is quite pretty nice.
Yeah,
actually,
we're driving
also.
through New Mexico.
Grand Canyon, and then you can get up to Yosemite and the Redwood
We'll
Forest.
go to Vegas and then LA.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
So we'll go like set. Like set
Ah,
times.
We're in Dallas
exciting.
on Friday night.
okay, gotcha. That sounds fun.
Yeah. It's exciting
Okay.
times.
So I might have one more question for you guys, and it's kind of like a silly one. So, Gabe,
Yeah.
what would be your first question after waking up from being cryogenically frozen for 100 years?
I'd wonder who the hell like froze me. I
That's fair.
didn't jump in at the
It was
time.
T-Bug.
I have no idea. Let me think about it. What do I really want to see happen in my lifetime? I don't know. Maybe something to do with Mars. Like, is there a colony on Mars or something?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Dude.
Because like that's something like it would be. I know it's kind of projected that we're gonna see like them like get something to Mars, but you know it would be cool to see like if we've actually branched
Wouldn't
out.
it be?
Yeah.
NASA was supposed to do, they had before their new mission, they used to say, oh, Mars by 2020. Obviously
Really?
that wasn't happening.
Yeah.
I think it's now 2025.
Yeah, they just keep pushing it back, essentially, depending on the funding coming from the administration. What would you have said? Like, what would your first question
I'd seriously wonder how the hell I got there. Jesus.
Realistically, it's probably where am I? But,
Yeah. Where's the bathroom?
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
I'd probably ask like how they manage to cryogenically freeze someone.
Okay, so how about this one? This one's a little bit less weird. How about favorite superhero and why?
Oh, Iron Man.
Oh, easy.
Why?
Because he has no superheroes. They're superpowers. He's just rich.
But so is Batman.
Yeah, but Batman's weird.
He's like
He's all depressed and stuff.
sort of like a hermit,
Yeah.
except when he's Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iron Man's cool. Like Tony Stark is cool, whereas Bruce Wayne is kind of just like, oh, he's just like an eccentric, like rich dude who like keeps to himself and doesn't do anything.
But so is Tony Stark.
Yeah, but he
So-
does stuff. Like Tony Stark as a person does stuff. Bruce Wayne's just like, oh, I have money.
Yeah, fair. I
I'm
don't know.
not really a
It'd be
Superman
cool to meet like
person.
Deadpool.
Oh.
'Cause he's cool.
That's true.
I like Deadpool.
Is he a superhero though?
Yeah.
Like, we're getting into a philosophical discussion here.
Like, is he a hero or like a super villain?
Or like an
But,
anti-villain.
Anti-villain. He's super anyway.
Either
Yeah,
way, he's a
that's
super,
true.
super person.
That kid's immortal, you know?
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
that's all I
Who'd
really
you
had
vote?
for y'all. Okay, maybe it's like, because Wonder Woman is like the most recent superhero movie I've
Yeah.
seen.
Yeah.
It'd just be cool to meet her because she seems fun.
Yeah.
I haven't actually read the comics. Maybe we should do that.
She has an invisible car.
Probably,
I mean,
like fan
the
fiction.
invisible car raises so many questions.
How so?
Like, how do you find it?
I guess
And
he's
like,
super
wouldn't
woman,
people
so-
crash into it all the time?
Well, not if you like parked it well. In a,
But if you parked it in a parking spot,
no, obviously not in a parking spot.
where would you park it then?
I don't know, somewhere where there's gonna be no cars or any people. I don't know. I guess you'd
But
have
then
to have,
why
like,
are
a
you
secret
going
area.
there? You need your own like reserved parking space that nobody would ever take.
Yeah, or like a hidden layer somewhere. I thought it's a flying ship. That it's like the invisible flying ship.
Maybe, but I assume you have to park it somewhere as well.
Yeah.
You have to
Also, how
walk
would you
your
find
ship.
it?
You could find your invisible ship easier than a car, probably. Yeah, but then you'd see like a weird dent in the water, right? Like, not a dent, but like
Oh,
a-
I guess you parked it on water. But if you're just like floating.
Oh, a
I'm thinking like
floating
flying
ship.
ship.
Oh.
spaceship.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Were you thinking like boat ship?
Yeah.
Oh, the boat one maybe be easier.
Yeah, just a big dent.
Yeah, I'm like, something's weird about that
ain't
water.
right.
That'd be weird to see someone ride that thing. Like, they just look like they're flying.
It'd be pretty cool though. Like,
Would you be able to see them?
You'd be able to see the
But is it im-
superhero, right? But not
But is the car invisible or is it see-through? That's the
So
question.
you mean like if they're inside?
Yeah.
but if they're inside and no one can see them, then they can't see anything going out. Just the way like light works, right?
Well, it could be like a double-sided mirror situation. Except just like camouflage something.
Fair.
Right.
I'm gonna go with like how Harry used to be invisibility cloak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's magic, so like anything can exist like that, right?
But come on, what is science if it's not a little bit of magic?
Yeah.
Quote Gabe. Okay, thanks guys.
Yeah, no worries.
And thanks for doing this exit interview kind of thing
Yeah.
with me. And we hope we see you guys again.
Yeah.
Maybe
So-
sooner rather than later.